welcome to this special conversation. The Modi government has ushered in next generation GST reforms. What will be the impact of these reforms on you and me, the Aam Aadmi, the middle class? What happens to the MSMEs? What is the rationale behind it? What is the calculation? And will the impact be as the government is hoping it will be? To answer all these questions, I am being joined by Union Commerce and Industry Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal. Mr. Piyush Goyal, appreciate your time here on India Today. How do you assess the impact of these reforms on all those that you're hoping it will be impacting, and how soon will the effect be seen?
Well, first of all, I'd like to compliment and thank Prime Minister Narendra Modi for what I believe is the most game-changing and transformational reform we have seen in several decades. This is a Diwali gift which he had promised on 15th August, and as we all know, he always delivers on his promises. On the auspicious occasion of Navratri on 22nd September, when these taxes become applicable, you will see every segment of society, our sisters and daughters, the youth of the country, our farmers, every product that is used by a common man from morning till night, he will feel the impact of lower prices in his life. And I think with the simplification of the laws around GST and procedures and processes and a more rational classification, this is a perfect reform measure which will not only lead to ease of doing business for the producers and people involved in the market, but will also have a significant impact for the ease of living, comfort and joy of the common man. With lower taxes, I think there will be great buoyancy in tax collection and market demand, and this growing market demand will lead to a virtuous cycle of growth. And I see this as an icing on the cake in an economy which is the world's fastest growing economy, 7.8% last quarter. When you add a big boost to consumer demand, you are actually setting the stage for a long duration of continuous growth and prosperity for the people.
6 months ago, there was income tax cuts for the middle class, which was seen as a huge relief, and now this. What's really the process here? 6 months it has taken for you to arrive here, and then there are much more that is in the pipeline, Mr. Goyal. So what is the government's thinking?
If you recall, Prime Minister Modi inherited a broken economy in 2014. We were a fragile 5 economy, weak fundamentals, low foreign exchange reserves, high inflation, low growth, banking sector in the shambles. Our passport had no respect when we went anywhere in the world. He has very systematically over the last 11 years strengthened the macroeconomic fundamentals so that today we have the ability to be able to make such far-reaching and transformational duty cuts in GST and lowering down the income tax to such reasonable levels. This has happened over a long period of sustained, honest government, decisive government, reform-oriented thinking, and a very sensitive government caring for the last man at the bottom of the pyramid. After all, when 25 crore Indians come out of poverty in such a short period of time, after all, when 80 crore people continue to get free rations, even though they may not be in dire poverty today, but as a support measure, when you have more than 60 crore people getting free health care, and at the same time you are supporting medical insurance with zero GST on medical insurance or life insurance today for individuals, when you are supporting the pharma sector with lower cost of medicines or lower cost of medical devices, all of these measures, coupled with greater disposable income in the hands of the middle class, are really reflecting a strong economy, an economy that has come out of the shadows of the Congress rule to become a truly world level economy. We'll be the third largest in 2027 and fast grow from a $4 trillion economy to a $30 trillion economy in our Amrit Kal to Viksit Bharat.
And sir, big bang reforms, yes, but your opponents, and I'll quote the former finance minister here, Mr. P. Chidambaram, says that this is coming 8 years too late.
Well, I think Mr. P. Chidambaram was such a failed finance minister, which is why he could not bring in GST reform while he was in government. He never was willing to give a 5-year commitment to compensate states for 14% to earn their trust and implement GST. In his time, there used to be a plethora of taxes, duties, levies, nearly 34, 35 taxes. People were fed up with the number of taxes and the cascading effect of multiple taxes. It is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who even the opposition states trusted and who offered 5 years of compensation at a 14% growth rate, not a small percentage. And therefore, we were able to implement GST. When we implemented GST, the cumulative impact of taxes were less than what they were in the Congress regime. Over the years, we have been reducing taxes consistently on a plethora of items of the common man. I remember way back in 2018 also, Prime Minister Modi had reduced taxes on over 100 items. Every GST council, he keeps giving relief. This work started quite some time back, and groups of secretaries, groups of ministers, recognizing that now the compensation will no more be required. The period is over, the COVID stress is also over. Prime Minister was very keen that we give a fillip to the economy. We give a massive thrust to consumers' benefit, and the changes that have been done across the board, textiles, furniture, medicines, white goods like air conditioners, two-wheelers, automobiles. I think every section of society stands to benefit from these changes, and it's the right time. Prime Minister Modi is continuously strengthening the economy, and all his steps continue to further empower the people of India. Sometimes a misstep taken too early could have caused irreparable damage to the economy.
So